news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Intended for
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson able to fight through one tackle. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time. He was able to break up the play.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The line of scrimmage.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as to double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Westbrook now on the return. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very nice. Nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. Sliding out of the pocket. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
For Jacksonville.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These two teams all tied after one.
We're tied 3-3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback forced.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jackson options out left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Patrick Queen.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fire one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
44-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 44, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Downs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A gain of 3, second down.
9-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
60 Pittsburgh. 64.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. But it'll be second down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Singletary. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
expect in this game, and you'd like to be able to say, take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run a draw down with Singletary. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run.
And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 23-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ingram again. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. 13 yards remaining on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jags, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention.